Hey, what's up?
I was like, why is this person sitting here?
What the hell do they want?
Just sitting there staring.
Move along.
I was about to give you the finger.
What are you staring at?
There was no commute emblem. Well, speaking of, we welcome everybody to another episode of The Commute.
Yep, where I will be your driver.
And I will be your passenger. Got a bunch of little stories today. Could turn into big ones, we'll see. There's an Alabama man filing a lawsuit alleging that a hospital amputated his penis instead of giving him a circumcision. Can you imagine?
What?
The malpractice suit, which is seeking unspecified amount of damages, which better be in the billions, was filed at Jefferson County Circuit Court in Birmingham. According to the suit, the man went in for circumcision surgery in June and awoke to find that his penis had been removed.
Yeah, this guy here. All over the road with that tractor trailer.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Are you behind him?
Yeah. You missed like 2 seconds of me cussing at him.
Good stuff.
What? How do these things...
How does that happen? I mean, you always hear of, when someone goes in, say, to get their right hand amputated, and they amputate the left hand instead.
Yeah.
People have to write on their limbs, like, do not operate on this arm.
Right.
Stuff like that. And,
but, I mean, something like that. Like, I didn't think...
But it's a specific surgery.
Why are they putting you out for circumcision,
it should be a numbing thing.
That's, I mean...
I would imagine, man. I don't know.
You can do it to an infant.
Yeah. Unless he requested that because he didn't want to be awake.
Well, then, that's on him.
But no, you still have to be, have a reason. Why are we amputating this? You'd be looking over all the stuff.
Yeah, there would have to be something. People just don't come in there and just start hacking at body parts.
It says when the plaintiff awoke from his aforesaid surgical procedure, his penis was amputated. The man claims he never gave consent for the complete or partial amputation of his penis. The man claims he has suffered in myriad ways, and his wife claims loss of consortium. Like, wow, ugh.
Well, no, here's the thing. All right, was it actually amputated, or was it like they, when they went in to do the surgery for the circumcision,
Did they mess something up?
No, they took off a little bit more than he expected, and now he's like, oh, my penis is gone, I'm suing you. That kind of thing.
So what does it say here?
You know what I mean? Where he's just trying to get a buck out of it without...
It says amputated.
Yeah, I mean, amputated is amputated, but is it him using the word amputated?
Right. And that it doesn't say. Still.
Action news.
Ooh. They just want to be on the commute. What else we got here? An Iowa town is hoping to ensure that its local economy doesn't get flushed away by encouraging residents to buy local products.
Okay.
Specifically, community leaders in Eldridge want citizens to stock their bathrooms with locally purchased toilet paper. So you're saying, do it, live your life, however you live your life, but when you buy toilet paper, buy it from this town. Not that it's made in that town. Just buy your toilet paper from a grocery store, whatever brand you use, in this town.
Do they get the highest tax?
It's got to be. It's got to be that, and I guess maybe also keep businesses, because what they're saying is, in order to help promote local businesses to sell toilet paper, the Wipe Local initiative, the first portion of a 3-part campaign, has been launched. They say we want people to be aware that they don't have to continue to go anywhere else when they have everything right here. They indicated that buying local toilet paper will help businesses in the area clean up and improve their own business. Now this is weird. It says, everyone uses toilet paper, and generally the average person uses 105 rolls of toilet paper a year. Do you use 105 rolls of toilet paper a year?
Oh, I don't know.
That's
I'm sure you do.
You use a whole roll in 3 days?
I don't know.
Average person, not average household.
Oh, person. I could see household, but...
There's 3 people. If you're using a third of a roll a day, There's 3 people in my house.
So are we talking single ply? Are we talking double ply?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, there's
a difference.
What you're buying, you know?
There's a difference.
There certainly is a difference.
Because if it's single ply, I go.
Oh yeah, you got to get a nice big hand.
Yeah.
But even then, you're not. I can't. I honestly don't think I use, and I shit a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I shit.
If there's a shitter,
exactly. But I don't know. It just seems like a lot. It might be accurate. I don't know.
It does.
And women use more than men, so you know, there's more women in the world than men. How the hell did we just get through the city that fast? That's a record.
I'm not saying anything about it because.
Oh, you even got a cop here now.
Flashing lights.
Wow, look at that. We just made the cut.
Let's get out of here.
But,
they needed a cop there for like...
Oh, ever?
Yeah, at least.
So you say, using that much toilet paper, it would bring $677,000 back to the community just by buying your toilet paper in town.
Almost got squished. How much to the town?
$677,000.
Just by people buying it there?
Just by buying your toilet, I guess, depending, you know, if it's a large community, I don't know how big the town is.
What?
And you're buying that much toilet paper in town.
There must be a particular tax on it that they've looked at. They've looked at the, you know, the different tax percent they get from each type of product.
Right.
And let's say it's classified as a paper product, so they get more tax back on paper. What do people buy that's paper, toilet paper?
But it's not just tax, because they're saying that they want businesses to take in more money so that they can improve their stores.
I don't know. I guess you kind of have a metric there. Like if people are going in to buy toilet paper, they're going to buy something else. So
the Wipe Local focus of the campaign will last for 2 months. Eldridge officials will introduce an Eat Local campaign in September, followed by a Gift Local initiative in December. I guess for Christmas.
Yeah.
Let's face it. Fuck that. I'm using Amazon.
Yeah. I mean,
you know.
Since the advent of Amazon, that's where I go for the majority of my shopping.
I mean, I don't quite buy my toilet paper from there yet.
No.
You know.
But if it were available, and it were same-day shipping.
Oh, damn right. I need toilet paper. You know, you're in the bathroom, you have no TP.
Yeah.
Drone, send me toilet paper right now.
Yeah.
I am in desperate need of TP. So let's check out what happened this day a long time ago.
And do you like my rigging operation here?
I noticed it. Is
that choice or what?
Dude, that is high class.
I found these rubber bands sitting here. And I
so you had no idea how you were going to do it before then?
No.
You just said, hey, we got this. It works. Testing.
It's working right now.
All right.
Let's not give it the whole thing.
Before it pings and we got to screw in the eye again.
Yeah, that was last week.
July 24th, 1911, American archaeologist Hiram Bingham discovers Machu Picchu in Peru. Machu Picchu, believed to be a summer retreat for Inca leaders, wiped out in the 16th century. A summer retreat.
Yeah, and supposedly the only people that knew about it were like the local villagers around that area. They were the only ones that knew that it even existed. So,
wow, really?
Yeah, because
even in 1911.
Yeah.
Wow.
They kept it that long.
That's
from
pretty
the
cool.
16th century on.
July 24th, 1832, Benjamin Bonneville became the first to cross the Rocky Mountains at Wyoming's Southern Pass.
There was something kind of weird about him where like he was born in France and then he moved to the US when he was like real little. He went to like West Point, graduated from West Point, and like I guess in between wars or conflicts or something he became like some kind of like fur trader, but he was really bad at it. so there's like a rumor that he was actually a spy for the US government going out west to report on like the situation there directly to the government. So I don't know, something weird.
Are they saying that's why he crossed the mountains? Or?
Yeah, that's why he was going west in the first place, to be a spy for the government out there. But there was nothing ever confirmed, and there's no paper trail on it, so they don't know if that was the case or not. That was just the weird rumor about it.
July 24th, 1847, Brigham Young. I saw a movie called that once.
Yeah.
settles the Salt Lake Valley in Utah with 148 Mormon pioneers. By 1852, 16,000 Mormons were settled in the valley, and by 1869, 80,000 Mormons called it home.
Yeah.
Wow. He's got a, doesn't he have an estate up here in PA?
That I don't know.
I thought he...
Because they were originally out of New York. But then there was
his
a big,
granddaughter
like,
lives up there now. Like, she inherited it.
yeah, there was a big thing in PA. That might be where Brigham Young was from.
Right. Because where's the school at? Brigham Young
I thought
University.
out there.
Is it? Yeah, I have no idea.
I would think.
Let's see. July 24th, 2005, Lance Armstrong wins his 7th Tour de France. In 2012, he was stripped of all 7 titles after the charge of performance-enhancing drugs was laid against him. And he copped to it, too.
Mm-hmm.
Man, fuck him, man. I was so like, wow, what an inspiration. Because he went through the whole cancer thing.
And that was all pre him winning the Tour de France and stuff.
Yeah.
He didn't win any before that.
And they almost had him in the grave. And he came back from it, got healthy, and then he just started fucking tearing it up. Yeah. And every year I'd be like, no, retire. Like, don't go out a loser. You know, you're a 5-time champ. Oh, you're a 6-time champ. Oh, you won your 7th. Stop. And then that's sport that they're all. I mean, it seems like every winner of that sport they find guilty of PEDs. But no, I was pissed at him. I mean, good for him. He fessed up to it. But God, he just lost all kinds of money after that.
Mm-hmm.
What a douchebag. He had his Live Strong thing going.
Yeah.
And he got everyone to donate to that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's another one of those things, you know, have a grouping of super mutants and then have the regular grouping.
Yeah, man. I would love to. I would watch the cycling super mutant league.
Yeah, it's a terrible inspiration for kids, but hey, you know what?
Has an entertainment value.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I would watch any sport on TV. I would watch the golf super mutant league just to see them.
They're hitting it like 1,000 yards.
It's a 3-mile hole, you know, for each one.
They gotta make it out of some special like graphite that breaks every time it's used. It's got one-time use clubs.
That would be awesome. I would watch the shit out of that. They wouldn't be able to putt because, like, you know, 50 yards is too close.
No. They just stomp it into the hole.
Smash the ground with their fists like the Hulk. Oh, what's this? New signage coming our way?
New signage, because this is confusing.
Oh.
I don't know how many times I've had people from the right lane all the way over to keep going south on 95.
Let's see what else we got here. Let's go to Ireland. A pub in Ireland has put a sign advising Americans that they can take their business elsewhere because they are a bit too noisy. We are now the noisy bunch. Peter's Place Cafe in Waterville has posted a sign reading, "No bus, coach tours, or loud Americans." Thank you.
I could see bus or coach tours, but...
Dude, can you imagine over here if we posted something like that?
No.
Like, no Spanish allowed.
No Irish.
Yeah, even the Irish.
We used to have signs like that.
Yeah.
Irish need not apply.
And Americans the same way. If you put a sign up like that, your place would be filled with the Irish the next day. Yeah. And I would feel the same way. If I went over there and I saw that sign, I'm going in there and I'm being loud. Fuck you.
Well, I don't understand that anyway. I mean, usually, I don't know. From my personal experience, I mean, traveling anywhere else, if you're not native to that place, I'm not going to be making.
No, I would have respect. I would have respect.
You know, like I don't.
I'm just wondering if it's like we celebrate different, but even then, I mean, anyone watching a sport,
or they just basing it on a stereotype.
Fans?
I mean, how many people do they have coming in there that are like making that big of a?
Well, they said it is a big tourist area, and that entire area relies on tourism. You know,
yeah, so it's
to make their living. Right, exactly. How stupid is that? One Twitter user, Maurice Campbell of Northern Ireland, posted a picture of the sign on his account, and he even said, I thought it was a bit out of order. It seemed nasty. So he went in and attempted to speak to the owner about the sign. He said, I went in and told him, I'm a bit loud myself, but I'm not American. He's like, will you kick me out?
Yeah.
And the guy just kind of stared him down. He just gave me a look. So I think this owner seems to be like an asshole. But since tourism is a big part of the area's economy, so an unwelcoming attitude could be costly.
Yeah, probably. I'm sure they'll, take a hit on it.
Well, the town's worried. The town posted something that said, the sign in no way represents the views of Waterville businesses or the community as a whole.
There you go.
So, when Mr. Peter Fitzgerald is out of business.
Mr. Fitzgerald.
Blame it on there.
Is it Fitzgerald?
And then we'll go across the lake to Scotland.
Oh, yeah.
A 38-year-old woman in Scotland went in to see a doctor, and she told them that she was suffering from shaking, incontinence, and severe weight loss. Turned out she had had a sex toy stuck inside her vagina that had been there for 10 years. 10 years. The woman who the article notes was of normal intelligence.
As compared to...
she was no dummy. Told doctors she used the 5-inch toy in a drunken sexual encounter a decade ago and didn't remember whether she took it out or not. Here's the thing.
5 inches?
Dude, that's fucking big. To be like stuck in you. It's not a splinter.
No.
It's a 5-inch vibrator. But if you weren't sure if you took it out or not, when you go to the doctor's the next day, like, look, I was drunk last night. I can't find my vibrator anywhere. I think it might be in me.
Not just, whoa, guess it's
hey,
gone.
everything's working fine. Fuck it. You know?
Lost another one.
And wouldn't you feel it or someone feel it? Like, did she not have sex for 10 years after that? Like, hey, look, sweetheart, maybe it's me, but every time I'm fucking you, I just feel like there's this rod in there banging against mine. And it's just, I feel like there's something wrong. By the time surgeons found it, the toy's effects were potentially life-threatening.
Oh, well, yeah, corroded battery and whatever else.
Plastic laying up against you, screws. Yeah. It had caused a bladder blockage. It was forcing urine to back up into her kidneys and also created a vesicovaginal fistula, which is a tract that causes urine to flow into the vagina. So she was being fisted for a decade, essentially.
Oh, God, it's horrific.
But how do you not know?
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't understand that.
Was her cunt that big? Like shit just falls into it and goes away? It's a black hole?
Like The Godfather.
She needed a large man. A regular penis wasn't enough, so she had to shove a vibrator in there at the same time.
For 10 years.
And even then, like, okay, she uses vibrators. She can't find a vibrator. I'm sure she bought another one, had another one. Goes to use that. Doesn't it, like, tap up against? Doesn't she realize, like, whoa, hey, what the fuck was that? I knew it didn't go that deep. It really felt 5 inches bigger.
Or makes a semi-plastic metallic sound.
It did like a rattling. It's just, you know.
Walking around and rattling all the time.
When you ride your bike, your tires shake.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jesus.
What is this? Oh, okay. Let's see. This story here.
That reminds me, though, of a good show that's on Hulu called Green Wing. It's a British show, but it's just insane. Like, you'd love it. There's all kinds of just crazy, off-the-wall bullshit in it. One of the chicks is Scottish.
What show is that?
It's called Green Wing.
Green Wing.
Yeah. They're all doctors.
Is it a comedy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I can't do doctor shows. I don't do cop shows, I don't do doctor shows.
Nah, it really has nothing to do with being a doctor. Like, it's just them fucking around, like, in the surgery and stuff. Like, they're operating on people, and it's them just, like, doing all kinds of weird shit while they're operating on people, and them doing stuff around the hospital.
Finding 5-inch vibrators in people.
I mean, that's
along the lines.
Yeah. Good show.
I'll have to check it out if I ever get fucking Hulu.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll get you that for your birthday.
There you go. That would be good. One thing women worry about when they go out is having their drinks drugged, right? Date rape pills, whatever. And now there's a gadget, a little stick, designed to ease the date rape drug anxiety. It's called PDID, or the Personal Drink ID. You stick the pocket-sized gizmo into your drink, and it'll scan for color, conductivity, and temperature. And then takes that information, compares it to a database of drinks it knows by connecting to an app on your phone. And then it tells you
whether or not you're going to be raped.
Yeah, if it finds that the drink is red wine and nothing more, a green light flashes. If it spots a common date rape drug like Ambien or Rohypnol, the light lets you know to pour it out and consult the smartphone app.
We had something like that before, didn't we? Like, it was something about... Because I remember doing a joke about taste tests. Yeah,
there was the cup that can tell you exactly what you're drinking.
Right.
And, like, how many calories it is. And
yeah, that's right.
It tells you, like, your intake for the day. Stuff like that, which is really cool. I wouldn't worry about this, but I think it's pretty neat if you're a single girl and you're going out to clubs.
Yeah, if you're that, concerned about that. I don't know what how often does that happen?
I think more than we know.
I don't know. I would think less than we know.
Really?
You know, I would think like it's played up to be this big.
Well, see, a lot of times when these girls get raped, they don't even say anything about it. You know, they're
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that people using drugs to drug somebody, like that's a pretty personal thing. And I would say in general, like, they're gonna know the person that's gonna do it. Like, I don't think anybody's just gonna walk up to you in a bar. There was actually on that it's like the ABC show, that What Would You Do or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And they did the same thing. Like, they had like these people sitting at a bar, and like the guy would go away and the chick would drug the drink and, like, act all shady, but like people would see her do it. And, it was like the difference of who would stop them from drinking it. And, like, pretty much everybody that saw it stopped, regardless if it was male or female, being drugged from drinking the thing. I don't think a single one got through.
I mean, I'm guessing it usually is someone you know. But at the same time, it could be someone that could drug you, and then you're all loopy, and then they're like, "Hey, baby, let's go dance," and blah blah blah.
Yeah, it does. I mean,
it says here statistics about the prevalence of date rape drugs are difficult to come by. But in 2005, the U.S. Department of Justice found 4% of sexual assault victims had been drugged.
That's a significant amount. So there you go, right there.
It says, in drugged or not, nearly 1 in 5 women have been raped or experienced an attempted rape, according to a 2011 survey. Trying not to oversell his device, Wilson called PDID a warning system, like the song identifying Shazam app. What?
The who? Have they said it?
What does Shazam warn you if a song is on?
Nah, probably. I
guess because it can identify something?
Maybe it identifies what song's, like, on your whatever, and then compares it, or maybe a song you hear.
So similar to how Shazam might have trouble finding a match in a crowded bar, noise in a drink like dishwasher soap or residue could fudge the results.
Yeah.
They said the technology is already used by the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration. He just found a way to put in a little stick and sell it.
Now, what it should do is compare not to a database of drinks, but it should, you put the stick in there, and it takes a metric of what's in there now, and then if you go away, you put the stick back in, and it compares it to what the drink was to what it is now.
Yeah.
So if anything was added, it would detect that.
That's a good idea.
Not to a database. I mean, it's
do it as soon as you get your drink, as long as the bartender's not the one roofing you.
Right.
That's a good idea.
That way it compares now and later. You just gotta...
Every time you take a sip, you dip it. Sip, then dip. Sip, then dip. Repeat.
Or have it as like a... It would have to be like an innocuous like thing, You'd have to have like a... See, it's gotta be easier than that. It can't be this whole
easier than
fucking...
putting it in a...
I'm gonna check my app to see if I'm... Who the fuck's gonna do that?
Well, it said it's got a red light and a green light on it to let you know. You can check your app just to see what it's telling you. But it pretty much says if it's green light, drink it. If it's red light, check your app to see what it's telling you about it.
So it just stays in the drink?
No, I think you just dip it and then take it out, and it tells you. Or it might just have to stay in there for so many seconds. I don't know.
Now what they should do is bars should do that as a feature. Is
hand them out?
Yeah, have them at the bar.
Why not?
You know,
I think
they're not going to.
Women would feel safer there,
right?
You know,
they're
hey,
not going to leave.
Can I borrow the PDID?
Right. You know, just have a bunch of them, and just have them all tied into the same system, and you just have it on all the time. You know, and it's just a little.
Hey, let's buy a bunch of these things and sell them to bars.
Yeah. No,
double the price of them.
Yeah.
See if we can get them wholesale. Some wholesale PDIDs. Okay, last story.
This seems to be like the idea spot. Every time we're coming around that ramp and in this section here,
what do? We
come up with an idea for something.
Yeah, you know what? You're right.
It's like every time we come around.
Yeah. I think maybe because I tend to use the gadget stories towards the end.
Oh, okay.
It just seems to be that's the way it flows.
And then we get gadgets off of gadgets.
I think it's by the way I bring the stories up, the way I research them.
Regardless, it's about you.
But
it's definitely
it's all about me.
No, what you got?
I find the ideas, and then you come up with the new idea to improve it. You're an improver.
I'm an innovator.
Whereas me, I'm just a masturbatory purveyor.
It's good to be something.
Hey, I love the title. I need a pin.
Yeah.
Hello, I will be your masturbatory purveyor for the day. I need to research your masturbatory. I could have told that girl, oh, here's your problem. You got a 5-inch dildo in your vag.
Yeah. I happen to be a purveyor of such things.
Okay, they have fitness trackers, sensors, phone apps. They even have
like the wrist things.
Right.
I was looking at those, today. They're
cool.
They're expensive though.
They're expensive.
It's like $150 for the whatever the fuck it was.
You can get them cheaper, but they just tell you fewer things. What I found when I was looking at them is if you buy the $100 ones, you're good.
Yeah, that was the thing. The Best Buy was having a sale where it was normally $149.99 or whatever, but it was $50 off, so it was $100. So
they're pretty cool. Then I
was like,
I wanted to buy them, and I'm thinking, would I fucking use it, or would it just be something I fucking wear? Oh, look at that!
Still fucking lazy.
I haven't done shit today.
Still a fat bastard.
They told me I should run 3 miles today. This fucking thing's broken. I'm taking it back.
Yeah.
It's not the boss of me.
Clearly it doesn't know me.
This bracelet doesn't know me. Piece of shit.
Yeah, you need to do a shot bracelet.
Ooh.
Do a shot. You haven't had a shot in 72 hours.
There you go. Improving products again.
Your shot.
Time for your shot, sir. Normally I notice you go 5 minutes between shots. It's been 6.5, clearly.
Your blood alcohol level is dipping below the legal limit.
The legal Irish limit.
You need to do another shot. That would be
LIL.
great.
Dude.
Bachelor party bracelets.
Oh. And you never know. It just dings, and whenever it dings, you got to do a shot.
Right. It keeps track of, time for alcohol consumption.
Or it can even
it's got
one
3
bracelet.
buttons. It's got 3 buttons. It's got, shot, start of, drink, end of drink. So, whether it's beer, wine, whatever, if you start it, you finish it, it knows that time, and then when you do a shot, it instantly does.
I'm thinking it can even have a game version on it, where you put in the name of everybody in your party.
Oh.
And then it says, Brian must do a shot. Oh, Brian, you're up.
Yeah, and as long as you're in the same area, it's keeping track of that tally.
Yes.
So if somebody's acting all, ooh, look at how many he had.
It's like, whoa, you did.
The lightweight app, and it's all ties into that.
And it'll keep your record.
Yeah.
Your record is 12. I notice you're at 10. 3 more, and you got the new record.
Promoting alcohol worldwide.
We're doing it.
That would be a hit on college campuses.
Oh my god, dude. You could just sit outside with a table and fucking sell the shit out of them.
Dude, these are 2 brilliant ideas. Back to back.
$50 a bracelet.
Back to back.
Back to back business ideas.
These are. I don't know if we can put this up now.
Well, we can. I did some research on that because we do come up with such awesome ideas that after today, if anybody comes up with any of these ideas, they have to prove that they started the research, came up with the idea before today. Right, yeah. Because we have recorded information, even uploaded onto the internet of when we came up with this. They had a word for it, like verbal idea or something like that.
Right.
So if anybody takes your idea, we got it. So keep in mind, you ever see anything that we've talked about,
pass it on.
So anyway, so this new sleep tracker they have, it's a new product called Sense, which tracks your sleep and sleeping environment. Now they have other ones that will track your sleep normally and how long you sleep and
that's what this one did too. The one I saw at Best Buy.
But this keeps track of your environment. It takes to a new level, combining information on your sleep patterns with what's going on around you. It can even wake you up at the perfect moment. You can't buy it yet. Kickstarter for the high-tech sleep system has already raised more than $396,000 with almost a month to go.
What's it called?
Sense. And the project...
Spelled weirdly? Or
no, S-E-N-S-E. And they only wanted... Their goal was $100,000. So it's well on its way. The sleep tracker has 3 parts. There's a smartphone app, a device that sits on your nightstand, which is the actual Sense. Looks like a lit-up globe, like a bubble. And a cute little clip that goes on your pillow called the Sleep Pill. It says it tracks light temperature, humidity, and air particles like dust and pollen. And the Sleep Pill tracks how you move through the night with an accelerometer and gyroscope. Both devices send the data to your smartphone, showing you key information like when your deepest sleep occurred and what interrupted your sleep during the night. So you find out a garbage truck interrupted your sleep at 6 a.m., you know to invest on those days in earplugs to help you sleep better. If the sun is waking you up, it knows when the sun's coming up, get an eye mask. Finally, the system wakes you up at the best time for your body. If you want to be up by 9:30, but you're already half awake at 9:15, the alarm goes off. Because you're better off waking up at that point instead of going back to sleep, going into a deeper sleep, and then having the alarm wake you up.
Right.
Out of it. Which makes sense. You know, how many times have you had that happen? You wake up 15 minutes before the alarm, you're like, no, fuck this shit, I got 15 more minutes. And then the alarm goes off, you're like, oh, and you just should have gotten up.
I usually just get up. I don't roll back over. I just...
I don't. I go back to sleep.
For me, it's just never worth it. I just never...
During the week anymore, if I wake up like 10 minutes before the alarm, I'll get out of bed.
Yeah.
But the weekend, I'm going back to fuck to sleep.
Yeah.
You know?
Once I'm up, that's it.
Fuck no.
And the smallest sound too, like the alarm I have to like wake me up, it's like there's no way you could hear it in like probably not even
like the hallway.
Maybe the other side of the room, but yeah, definitely in the hallway you wouldn't be able to hear it at all. It's just dead quiet.
No, I need like an angry black man yelling into my face. To wake me up.
Still sleeping?
You wake up, motherfucker! Slept up for 2 hours, fool! Huh? Okay, I'm getting there, and I fall back asleep.
Drill instructor alarm clock.
When you wake up, you're presented with a sleep score of 0 to 100. Noises, light, and other disturbances make your score go down. And of course, you're shooting for a perfect score of 100. So... Let's see.
Yeah, that wouldn't really work right now for me.
Well, it would tell you. Get rid of the kid.
Maybe.
Here's the solution. Get rid of your kid.
Just be flashing red all the time.
It says Americans are notoriously bad about not prioritizing sleep. A simple act that's incredibly important to health and happiness. There's more writing on sleep than you may know. Sleep loss has been linked to weight gain, arguments in relationships, and anxiety. They just nailed me.
That's all it is. You're not sleeping.
I don't sleep. I got weight gain, arguments in my relationships, and I don't really have anxiety. I'm usually a calm person, but, you know. I mean, when I'm not calm, it's not due to anxiety.
Right.
That's due to stress and anger. I have anger issues, not anxiety issues. It's the other A. So, and it says if you don't want to buy it, please just work on your sleep.
It's interesting, but how many bracelets are you really going to wear?
No, you're going to be like weighed down. You're not going to be able to get out of bed. You're going to have too many bracelets and anklets and things in your ears and on your head and
Pills.
Yeah.
Shit, keeping track of every
How cozy can that be? I would like to try it for a week though, just to see.
Sure, yeah, just as a whatever.
We should contact them, tell them we want to be testers. That'd be interesting.
Or see how much the thing is on Kickstarter.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I don't even know how much they're asking for it. All right, well, that'll do it for today. Make sure you like and subscribe on Facebook and YouTube. Follow us on Twitter at driverpassenger. Check out our website, 2commute.com. It's TWOcommute.com. Shoot us an email about anything you want at the Commute Podcast at comcast.net. Hope to see you soon.